Cooper River. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure they see these maps. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bet. So I'll read a little bit from this one. I just wanted to show you now we in Charleston. Growing pains, see? Because obviously, just like how the Spanish, these folks have some issues too now, right? We're dealing with the indigenous people. You know what I'm talking about? So again, recently, person sitting on the council chamber of Charleston City Hall, by the way, it gets into all that. But I want to go to that second paragraph where it says Charleston was established in April 1670 by approximately 200 Europeans who settled at the Albemarle Point on the west bank of the Ashley River. This was the first settlement and the seat of government for the nascent colony of South Carolina. 10 years later, in 1680, the government and the name Charleston moved to the opposite side of the Ashley River, to the peninsula formerly known as the Oyster Point. Throughout the rest of our colonial period and the American Revolution, Charleston remained South Carolina's principal town and seaport, its seat of commerce and government, and its most densely populated community, despite all of the social, political, and economic advantages that it enjoyed during the first 113 years of its existence. However, Charleston was in some ways a defective entity. It lacked a municipal government. You hear me? So these terms you see, right? They're setting up government. You know what I'm talking about? They show you what time frame now. You know, some people say that slaves were brought to North America in 1619, right? Some people say that, right? The project and all they got out the 1619 project. So when you look at the landscape of them saying they brought in people in 1619, that's what people that latch on to that idea that that's when they were brought here. Well, Carolina wasn't established yet. You know you're on mute. Or is it me?
Nah, it was me, my bad.
Okay, making sure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Carolina
But yeah,
wasn't.
nah, you're right though.
I mean, so I guess they're gonna say, well, it was Virginia. And we're gonna do Virginia too. Shout out to my people out of Virginia, Norfolk. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But at the same time, this is still we dealing with obviously the origins of things that's happening with Carolina, right? So to put the status of early Charlestown, you know what I mean, in the proper perspective, let's think back to the way communities were organized in ancient England and the early English colonies of North America. A village or hamlet of what have you is a settlement comprised of multiple families living in close proximity and forming, to some degree, a self-sustaining community. That sounds like something autonomous, right? It says
Yep.
it is if a superior legal entity, such as a monarch or a parliament or a legislative assembly, grants to such a settlement a charter, that is legal permission to hold a public market, then the settlement is raised to the level of the market town. A small town might have an informal system of self-government, autonomy, while a larger town might have a more robust council of representatives elected by the local constituents. Regardless of its size, however, an English or early Anglo-American town is not incorporated. That is to say, it is not a corporation.
Hmm.
To obtain corporate status or to be incorporated as a body politic. Listen to the game now. One needs a grant or charter from a superior legal body that empowers the corporation to make its own laws and to levy and collect its own taxes.